Okay? Alright. So this is just showing the flow of the the arrow of time pointing towards the future. And, and this is showing that time's asymmetry is actually a property of the states of the world, not a property of time as such. You would be able to put these pictures together without me telling you what time it was, because you're using the different states of the world to determine what order they go in. So you want to think of time as different states of the world, not as this measurement flowing. Okay. Alright. So, so given that physical and philosophical analyses of the time fail to uncover any sort of temporal flow of time flowing forward, we're left with something of a mystery. To what should we attribute this thing that we perceive as time to be flowing from future to present? Because we don't really observe the passage of time. What we actually observe is that the later states of the world differ from earlier states of the world. The fact that we remember the past rather than the future is an observation not of the passage of time, but of the asymmetry of time. Nothing other than a conscious observer registers the flow of time. A clock measures durations between events, such as a measuring tape measures distances between events. Therefore, it appears that the flow of time is subjective, not objective. Okay. So this so-called illusion cries out for an explanation, what's happening? And the thing is, modern science has barely even began to even fathom what's going on, because as you kind of get into high physics, it kind of goes into metaphysics, which is pretty much philosophy anyway. So they're trying to figure out what's going on. But we can really only speculate about the answer. And one idea is it might have to do with neurology or neurophysiology. Just kind of like how, so when you spin around in a chair really fast, you look and you see the world moving around you. You're like, oh look, the world is spinning. It looks like you're sitting still and this world is spinning around you. But you know this isn't happening. You're sitting in the chair and you're moving, and the world is staying still. And the reason you experience this is because a fluid in your inner ear, in your brain, is sensing this world moving around you, but we know this isn't happening. And so they're thinking, well, maybe there's a time organ in the brain that makes us sense this flow of time from future to present. Maybe something along the lines of a visual cortex. And then the author kind of ends saying, or maybe it's quantum mechanics or thermodynamics. Those things are pretty crazy too. They probably line up along the lines of this. And then he kind of is like, well, so what? What if we figured out time doesn't flow? Does this have really any implications for our lives other than we figured it out? Could we ever access this timescape and kind of walk around to whatever part of time we want to? Or does it mean we could prevent time from flowing? And he's like, I don't know, but we'll figure it out. Alright, so what do you guys think?
It contradicts the whole uncertainty principle thing.
Yeah, it talked about that too.
It's the opposite, it seems to me.
I don't know about who knows about the uncertainty principle? Upperclassmen? Yeah, so what do you guys think?
I don't really see how it relates. That's more like an atomic kind of thing. But I was going to ask you, so is my understanding that the whole reason we think we perceive time as moving forward is because of that one law of thermodynamics, second, third, whatever, but that entropy always increases. So how do they, I know this is the one thing you didn't want to talk about, but how do they address that?
I know it's in the article and I can look at it, but I don't want to make you guys sit here and watch me look at it unless you just want to digest this for a second.
So you're thinking about could we reverse entropy and decrease entropy if we could decrease time?
So I mean do they
Awesome.
do they kind of just package entropy as being part of the illusion, I guess?
No, I can check it out. As in right afterwards I'll pull this up on my computer and I'll tell you. Yeah. Anyone else have any opinions on the matter?
Now, on a somewhat related note, this was just me and my mom were having a conversation recently. something that had to do with psych. Anyway, we were talking about our perception of the passage of time. So what they do is they like sit people down in a room with like no clocks, no watches or anything. And they say, you know, okay, tell me when you think 50 seconds has passed. And, you know, people our age would probably be able to hit it within like 5 seconds 90% of the time. But elderly people would, it would take, what did Mom say, 90 seconds rather, before they would, you know, perceive that as, you know, 50 seconds having elapsed. So, yeah, the flow of time, I guess, in that sense, is sort of based on, like, and there was apparently some neurochemical explanation for it that she didn't go into that I have no idea about. But yeah, I just thought that was interesting.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I wasn't sure how to present this because obviously as Roshan asked me a question and I had no idea the answer. Like, I just kind of wanted to let you guys be aware of these theories. There's also a theory that time is running out, and then when time is at sometime in the very far future, when the Earth is long gone, everything's just going to freeze. And everything's going to just be stuck in this instant. So they're really crazy theories. Like, you can take this for what it's worth. They also like, they thought the Big Bang happened. Now they're like, oh no, we don't know if it really did. And now they think they're all about black holes. Now you're like, well, you know, they might just be giant stars of dark matter. And they're like, wait, no, dark matter and dark energy don't exist. Like, they're just a label for something that scientists don't know what it is. So, yeah, or is going to tear it apart. We don't know. So, I just want to present you with this theory so that you have something cool to wrap your mind around. And because I was really gonna do it about cosmology because I'm kind of in love with the history of the universe. But then I discovered all these things. It's like no one knows what they're talking about. It's just all these physicists sitting around somehow expanding their minds. I don't know using what, and then just like theorizing all these things. So I just wanted you guys to be aware of one of the crazy theories and you can press your buttons.
Are you taking classes on this at all, or actually like applying it into your curriculum at all?
No, I just stumbled upon it. It seems to be enough.
Has anyone ever read, I think it was Slaughterhouse 5 by Kurt Vonnegut?
Yeah.
It's where, like, he's, like, a time-traveling being, and, like, he doesn't experience time in, like, any flow, and so, like, it's all kind of just one thing for him, and it was, like, or maybe it wasn't him, I think it was, like, aliens or something. It's been a while.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
Billy
Right.
Pilgrim becomes unstuck in time.
Yeah.
Because of what happened in, what's that city?
Dresden.
Dresden, there we go.
Yeah.
Right.
I should know that.
So if you guys ever have any questions, I don't know if I can entertain them, but I'd be more than willing to discuss them and look things up on the internet about it. So thank you. And